Don't make fun of the tumbler. They'll come after you.
Hey, does anybody have any candy at their desk?
What's up?
Candy at their desk.
Here's some halls.
Where'd that vat of red vine go?
Wait, I don't want this. Is this good for my sore throat?
It's halls.
Oh, I have lozenges if you need any.
Ow! Dang it!
We have
right in
almost
the heart.
the same
No
experience.
throwing things during open house.
What? Why?
You are
That's
not
a
allowed
rule?
to. Yeah, that's definitely
What are you
a rule.
talking about?
Let's go to tape. Let's go to the tape.
It is technically a rule.
But we hadn't started. And number two, he threw it to me.
It's like
I handed it to you through the air. Give me cash.
These are quite comfortable, actually.
it's like that scene in Gods of Egypt when he uses his eagle sight to zoom in on things.
Hey, Lauren, some of us haven't seen God of Egypt.
Yeah, some of us haven't seen Final Fantasy. Hit it, Adam.
Hey, welcome back to another episode of Open House. We're gonna read the questions you leave for us.
That is the show.
Yeah. Old Thrace asks, I am trying to cut back on my drinking.
Oh,
Do you
good for
guys
you.
have any helpful advices that would help me aid me in my quest?
Lawrence?
Cutting.
Wait, what?
Just start cutting yourself. Every time you want to drink, cut yourself.
Were you thinking like weight as well?
No, I was thinking
Not
the
good
best person to
advice.
tell someone else how to not drink as much would be Lawrence.
Yeah, cut yourself. And not only does it increase your pain threshold, but it thins your blood out and you get the same effect as being drunk. True.
Have you ever seen one of those things that prevent you from masturbating in an insane asylum?
No.
Don't use that. They're terrible.
Hold on
But
a
you
minute.
should practice some self-restraint and just not drink so much. Drinking is like a social activity.
But he has an alcohol. He has an addiction.
Right.
Oh!
The real way to cut back on your drinking, if you have an addictive personality,
Is
is by doing something else that fulfills that chemical need to be
Cocaine.
on something.
Like cocaine
like
or
cocaine
sex.
or heroin or sex or
Sex.
food.
Yeah.
Just a lot of calories.
Sex with
Right.
strangers.
Hang
Also
on, you
needles.
You don't need to cut
Sex with
yourself.
strangers and needles?
Hey,
You guys,
ow.
we're looking at the anti-bait movement over here.
Hold on. Matt Peake's gonna have the best advice. Matt Peake, please tell him.
I don't know. Depends on your situation.
All right.
I try and, for me, just keep it social and, just keep in mind you don't need it.
See?
This is from the same guy who once told me that when he has one beer, he has to have another.
Yeah.
Our best advice is to add more vices.
This is at Matt's desk, by the way.
Is that olive oil?
Ages have passed.
All right, calm down. If you were all gods in the new God of Egypt movie, which type of god would each of you choose? Oh man.
Okay, that's a weird question because that movie's a little weird because almost everyone's a god.
I would be the one true God, Yahweh, and I would strike down all other gods before me.
I'd be the god Moses, who parts the Red Sea.
I want to be Jeffrey Rush.
I'd be Oprah so I can eat bread.
I'd be the god of convincing young actresses to show more cleavage.
Just cleavage?
Elise,
present in that
What female god is in God of Egypt?
Oh, I was gonna say Quetzalcoatl.
Oh, that's a good one.
Quetzalcoatl?
Quetzalcoatl.
Is that a Final Fantasy
Coca-Cola.
It's pronounced Quetzalcoatl. Quetzalcoatl.
That divided us for eternity.
I took
whatever,
Chicano
it's
studies.
Pocahontas.
I took Chicano studies.
Fit to be king. It's my turn now.
Actually, you guys, I want to be Chupacabra instead.
Oh, the Chupacabra. He sneaks through the night and is in X-Files.
Matt Peake, which god do you want to be?
The Gerard Butler god, except the more cut version of him.
Yeah.
The Gerard Butler bird.
Gerard Butler.
He's like 85. He looks great.
I love Gerard Butler, but he can't ever get back to where he was in 300.
He's also not 15 years younger than he was.
Yeah, that's
then.
not true. You ever
What?
see Jack LaLanne?
Kurai Katsuchi, yeah. If there was a Funhaus kart racing game, what would everybody's unique cart be? What kind of power-ups would be available?
I would have a grocery cart. And my powers would be taking up 2 lanes of traffic while I'm shuttling my cans from place to place.
Speaking of cans, my car would be 2 breasts. Just slightly covering the nipple,
Right.
lots of cleavage.
Speaking of
I'd ride
cans.
around.
That's all he needed to get into boobs.
he's like an old man from the 19th.
Speaking of
I was gonna
cans.
say a Bigfoot, but you said cans. So yeah.
I want to be in that, but I want it to be like Double Dash, so I'm just back there throwing shells.
Yeah. He's the butt. So the back of it is front is boobs and the back is a butt. And then Adam's driving the butt side.
That's hot.
And then I'm driving the boob side.
We
so.
call it the perfect woman.
Lawrence?
I would drive the Indy Scoop car from Furious 6 that the Eurotrash guy drives and flip all the other carts by driving into them.
My car would be the 99 Mustang that I drove to prom with my girlfriend to
Oh,
Burger
nice.
King. Absolutely, that'd be
What
a fucking
what
sweet
is the
car.
power up? She throws articles of clothing out.
You bet. That's what she did anyways. I don't need power-ups for that, dog. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
The
She's
seats
gonna
go
need
all
a
the way
power up
down.
on her vagina from all the pushing
Yep.
in it's gonna get.
Ew.
The way she said it.
Pushing in.
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 You can shove a mini mushroom in there and it'll make it.
Set has taken over Egypt.
Nice question, Joel. Nice question.
All right, Rigatoni Rex wants to know if Cosmo ran a article about Funhaus in the next issue. What helpful sex tips would you guys put in the article?
Shove a mini mushroom in your vagina.
Little fact
grow.
about these Cosmo features. I read every one of them.
you
Whenever I
subscribe?
whenever I see them in the grocery store, I always pick it up, going straight to that section. 'Cause I'm always like, interesting.
What have you learned?
Oh, that's how he became
What have
a
you learned?
sex demon.
How have you learned to pleasure yourself?
Myself?
Yeah, well, because it's sex tips for girls
Well,
to give to guys.
I learned to heat up a warm banana and put it in.
And enslaved its people.
Leave a little banana meat in the bottom so you get that.
Only one God can save us, but not without his eyes.
Joel has plenty of sex
Yeah,
advice.
come on, Joel.
Yeah, you want. All right,
want it.
my sex tip is you have to wait. Because in Yahweh's eyes, it's a sin to have sex before marriage.
You have to wait for
your turn because Joel has to go first.
Prima nocta. James?
The first thing you do is you lick all your fingertips. Right? You make sure your fingertips that way. Yes, but then it also means that the air will make your fingertips cold.
Oh.
Because when you're dealing with another human being, they like when you touch them with cold fingertips.
That's true, they
It's
do,
like
yeah.
feels like little knives all over their body.
Yeah.
And then once they feel like they're getting stabbed, they'll get real excited. Because everyone likes getting stabbed.
I love that. I feel so good.
And that's it. I mean, generally, I finish before I even get inside anything.
Adam?
Well, I think what you do is you try to use as many of your appendages as possible, and as the pleasure process continues, mysteriously you just remove one hand.
He sounds like a scientist.
You're basically like you want to be like a sea turtle. You want to have
Yeah.
but then I'm having deja vu.
Right, yeah.
Lawrence.
I would say.
I can't wait.
I would say shoving things into your mouth is very attractive.
Oh, this was part of mine. This is part of
Shit.
mine.
We're probably gonna fork off.
Okay.
So where I'm at is you want to bite on your fingernails a lot. Just get them all chewed up and gnarled, so they're like tiny little claws. And then you just go berserk. Pretend like you're in Crouching Tiger. You're just spinning around, rubbing these things everywhere. You're clawing. You're getting down in sensitive areas and just tearing them all up. That's when you bust out your real moves.
Please?
Well, speaking of tearing it up, tear up a bunch of paper towels. Just get a good wad of paper towels and shove them in your mouth before, because you're going to be looking for those paper towels after, and you're not going to be able to get them without getting a bunch of, fluids all over your mattress.
It also dries out your mouth so it feels like you're kissing sand.
Do you kiss?
I was going to say you glue Lego blocks to your penis so that it's a square rather than a circle.
I like that.
And then when you have sex,
Yeah.
it's an entirely different sensation because it's a rectangle.
Wait.
You can actually,
Not for you.
Yeah.
Because for
For
you.
everybody.
Well,
I feel like you wouldn't feel anything.
For me, I wouldn't
because
feel
there's
anything.
Lego blocks
but that doesn't
around
matter
your
because I
penis.
never feel anything anyway.
Oh, right.
So it's a rectangle. It's a rectangle inside there.
For some people, it's a
children
rectangle.
And hold on, Matt Peak's got the best answer. Matt Peak,
I don't have anything to follow up with after all that.
Do
So.
you have any sex
there's
tips?
got to be a good sex tip.
Choke them until they cry.
Okay, sure.
So just say it.
It's overkill, writes, now that Leo got his Oscar, what is your goal you want to achieve, Matt? And I guess everyone else can answer too, but
right.
mostly Matt.
Matt,
I'll get the Oscar for The Revenant too. Sure.
The Revenant.
are you gonna be the bear?
The Revenant 2! Yeah!
It's just going to be Matt shirtless, and everybody's going to go, it's more ripped than Gerard Butler back in 300.
Yeah.
I'll
And
go
I
see
tamed-
that.
That fat bastard.
I tamed the bear cubs that are orphans now.
That's the first thing I thought when I saw that movie. I said, what about the bear cubs?
The bear's fine.
No, but the bear cubs. The bear dies.
The bear's dead.
And then the bear cubs, they don't have a mother.
Did you walk out of the
It's
movie?
a circle of
I
life!
haven't seen it yet, so
I haven't
The
seen
bear
Gods of
died.
Egypt, and now I know that there's super zoom that they use for the eyes.
it's not that dependent on the plot, I'm going to be honest.
When I think about the goals that I want for Matt, I had a really good time when Matt invited us over. And I think he kicks back a lot when he's outside of work, and he's really fun.
That's
And
true.
so I wish that Matt would invite us to more stuff. That's my goal for Matt, to hang out with me.
To be more involved in Matt's life.
Yes.
Elise, please read the
can
last
do that.
question.
iBurgerman667.
Burger Man.
Yeah, great name. Why?
Did
CNI.
you just add an I there?
She did. a
Oh,
little bit.
I did. I thought
does
I.
look
you
like
want
there's
to
an
be
eye
the
there.
Burger Man, Elise.
I Burger Man.
Why does Alice always look like she had a surprise wet fart?
Why?
Owls
What's the
around.
answer?
Well, you know how in Avengers the Hulk never gets mad because he's always mad?
There it is.
So wait, hold on.
That's it.
You're always wet farting? Is that what you're saying?
That's the answer.
That's it.
I was wondering what that noise was.
All right, well,
That's it. That's the piece right there.
It's like when you're drowning a bear cub. It makes that same.
Guys,
noise.
spoilers. All right.
Sorry.
Jesus.
Sorry, I forgot.
He won an Emmy for something.
An Emmy.
Guys, did you see that PewDiePie can win an Emmy now?
The award for best Emmy goes to
PewDiePie.
from Revenant 2.
Best
Back in
goofy,
the
slightly
city.
sounding foreign man.
I have something set to prove. We need your help.
Send people from all over the world.
So how do we stop him? Try to keep up.
So on Tinder, you can't choose a username.
Yeah.
What do you?
You have to use your name from Facebook.
From Facebook.
But you can do a different bio. So if you wanted to put a different bio on Tinder, what would that Sandra's bio be?
Loves anal glands, massaging. Isn't that's Sandra, right?
Yeah.
You guys talked about it. Yeah.
Yeah, she loves expressing anal glands.
Well, but that's for pets, not for people.
Oh. I mean, but maybe that's her thing, though.
It can be both, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of your prerogative. I think first of all, you're putting your arrow in the wrong bullseye here, Sandra. What you got to do is you got to start dating on that farmers dating website.
On farmersonly.com.
Yeah,
farmersonly.com. That's where you're gonna get the.
You're gonna meet a real man.
Yeah, you're gonna
who's
find Peak there.
Probably fucked a cow.
Are you on farmersonly.com, Pig?
He's a gardener. If
No.
he could go back to college.